Volle bak vanmiddag natuurlijk in de perskamer van Ajax, want er komt een grootheid binnen. Letterlijk een grootheid. 492 wedstrijden voor Liverpool. 81 wedstrijden voor het Engelse nationale team. En dan is natuurlijk de vraag, waarom Ajax?
I felt it was a perfect opportunity for me to come to such a huge club and showcase again what I've tried to do my whole life, and that's dedicate my life to football and try to be as successful as possible.
Ja, Jordan Henderson, dat is wel opmerkelijk, heeft eigenlijk zijn hele carrière met rugnummer 14 gespeeld. En dat wilde hij ook graag toen hij bij Ajax kwam. Maar we weten, dat is onmogelijk. Dat nummer is voor eeuwig vergeven aan Johan Cruijff. Toch had hij dat niet meteen door.
When I knew it could be happening, I was obviously looking at the squad numbers and stuff and see what's available. And I seen that 14 wasn't available. So initially I thought, oh, it's free, you know. So then I was speaking to my friend, and then like as I was speaking, I was like, I'm sure that's Cruyff's number, like. And then he's gone, well, is it not retired? And I've gone, I think it might be. So then we googled it, retired, and it made sense. So I was getting excited for a little bit. I thought it was meant to be, but then it quickly changed. But obviously that makes total sense.
33 jaar. 12 jaar Liverpool. Daar Gareth Southgate, de bondscoach van de Engelsen. Die gaat kijken hoe het ervoor staat. Henderson die bij de laatste interland van Engeland bankzitter was. En in maart spelen ze tegen Brazilië. Dus hoe staat Jordan Henderson ervoor? Eerst maar eens die carrière weer oppakken in Europa. En dat doet hij in Amsterdam. Bij Ajax.
What do you think about your debut?
Well, it was a very good game. You know, I thought the atmosphere was incredible. Two good teams trying to go and win the game. And it was obviously a special day for me and my family to represent this football club for the first time. So that was special. And to play at the stadium was really special. So
even after all the stadiums, all the big stadiums you've played in, this was still special.
Yeah, of course, amazing stadium, you know, and to play here and represent this club meant an awful lot to me and my family. So it was an amazing moment to play out there. I thought it was incredible game and an amazing atmosphere. And yeah, like I said, PSV are a very good team. That's why they've unbeaten this season. They're playing some good stuff, but I thought we had some good chances to go and maybe win the game towards the end, and unfortunately we just couldn't find the back of the net.
You've played quite a few big games in your career. How was it with the nerves? Or don't you know nerves?
No, they're still there. Yeah? You know, excitement sort of nerves, but yeah, they were definitely there. I haven't played a big game like that for a while, so it was an amazing feeling. Amazing feeling to get back out there and in that atmosphere with this team. Amazing feeling, yeah.
What can we expect? And what can't we expect? What are you laughing?
I think you can expect 100% every time. I train and play. I give absolutely everything every game for the team, for the club. What you can't expect probably is for us to score every week.
Yeah, you don't score very many goals, eh?
So don't expect too much. But I just want to try and be myself and try and help the team as much as possible. Trying to obviously perform as much as I can every single game, but help the players around us. There's a lot of young players with huge potential, and it's trying to get the best out of them, but also making sure that I perform at the top level as well.
Henderson jaagt door op Branderhorst. En kijk eens naar de reactie van Jordan Henderson. Viert het balbezit. Als ware een winnende goal. Taylor. Hij komt ver, Taylor, en kan ook schieten. En als hij schiet, schiet hij raak. Dat ging wel heel makkelijk voor Kenneth Taylor. En dat ging dus ook veel te makkelijk achterin bij Fortuna. Mansverk raapt die bal op, krijgt hem in zijn voeten geschoven door Cordoba. En vervolgens begint Taylor aan een mooi avontuur. En dat eindigt met een goal.
Was this the worst game of the season since you're here? And maybe your worst performance?
No, because we didn't lose.
as you've just asked us before the camera come on.
Yeah. You said we didn't lose, but
So it's always worse when you lose the game, yeah.
but wasn't it a poor performance?
It wasn't our best performance, but we knew it was going to be a tough game. You know, we just played 3 days ago against the good side in Villa, so we knew this was going to be tough. You know, always hard. But we kept going, and sometimes when you're not playing well, it's good that you don't lose. Overall, you're right. The performance could have been a lot better. Should have been better, but like I said, when you don't perform well, you keep going right until the end, and we didn't lose the game.
Yeah. You say you don't perform well. Can I call it a poor performance?
You can call it what you want.
And do you agree or disagree with me?
I think we could have been better, yeah.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Van der Bomen. Guy. Terug Henderson. Bal richting Ekpom. Kan koppen. En dan is het 2-1. En de wissel. Henderson eraf. Tahirovic erop. Deze bal. En daar wint Ekpom knap het luchtduel. En dan de laatste actie van Henderson in deze wedstrijd is de assist op de goal van Ekpom. Henderson naar de kleedkamer. Henderson ziet Taylor in het midden. Oh, lekker neergelegd. Taylor voor zijn tweede. En Taylor maakt hem. Gebald vuistje bij Jordan Henderson. Want die gaf die bal toch uitermate lekker daar dwars door het midden. 4-0 voor Ajax. Dat een echt probleemloze middag beleeft aan de dijk.
Misschien een automatische reflex, maar Go Ahead wel wat achteruit na dat doelpunt. En hier is de gelijkmaker van Davy Klaassen. Die staat er net in. Scorend vermogen, diepgang. Alles wat eigenlijk ontbrak in de eerste 68 minuten. Die levert hij nu.
Maar eerst nog de hoekschop van Henderson. Brobby net onder de bal door. Doelpunt van Shootalo. Daar waar ze aanvankelijk denken, is dit niet een strafschop voor Ajax? Werkt Shootalo voorbij de tweede paal de bal binnen. Paas van Henderson, dat is wel een goede bal op Kenneth Taylor. De keeper van Almere staat niet goed opgesteld en het doelpunt is schitterend van Taylor. Taxatiefout van Nordin Bakker. En Taylor straft het af en zorgt voor 2-0. Prachtig doelpunt in een eerste helft. Die verder toch niet om over naar huis te schrijven is van Ajax. De paas van Henderson mag er ook zijn. En dan staat Bakker net iets te ver voor zijn doel.
Henderson, strakke bal. Taylor blijft overeind en krijgt hem ook tegen de touwen. Dat heet loon naar werken. Want hij moest echt zijn best doen om daar overeind te blijven.
No, don't get us wrong. I wasn't myself Thursday because there was a lot of emotions going on. I think 99% of people, if they knew the inside information, wouldn't have played the game. Yeah, really. But yeah, people in this room will question my professionalism and me as a person. I think it's bang out of order. I've got a family. I can deal with it. I've had a lot worse than this in my career. But I've got a family, a wife, kids, mum, dad, who read nonsense in the media from you guys. I think it's bang out of order.
Not all of it was nonsense,
99%.
Right? You did consider
99% was nonsense.
But you did consider making the move to Monaco.
The only way the move even come about was because of the situation the club's in, and that's the far in detail I need to go. I think we all know the financial problems the club have got, how they need to get rid of top earners or make money back financially. I think that's been a discussion ever since I walked through the door. I keep hearing it every other month that I'm getting paid too much. And then when the opportunity comes for them to actually do it, then I get the blame and say that I'm unprofessional and I'm trying to say that I'm not playing, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. It's totally untrue. So I know a few people in this room might get the sources from certain people, but it's untrue. I don't need to defend myself. I've been in the game that long. I've been in the game that long. I'm just here to answer your questions and be honest, you know. But when people criticise me as a person, you know, you can criticise me as a player all day long. You can say I'm not good enough, I'm not worth them. That's fine. But when you criticise me as a person, it doesn't just affect me. And I think you need to take responsibility, certain people in the room, that I have got a family, and when they write stuff, when you write stuff and they read it, and it's not true, and they know it's not true, that affects me a lot. And of course I was emotional on Thursday, but I did my job. But still, I'd be criticised.
Can you say, Jordan, why you wanted to make a transfer to Monaco?
Based on what again?
The coach just told us that you wanted to go to Monaco.
The coach told you that I wanted to go to Monaco?
Yeah, because you had the big offer.
Because I had a big offer?
Yeah.
It's not true.
No?
No.
Okay, then you have to tell the coach that it's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, but did Ajax tell you they wanted to sell you?
Did I say they wanted to sell us?
Yeah.
Well, they were negotiating, so I'd imagine they did, yeah.
They were negotiating with Monaco.
For a fee, yeah.
And you wanted a transfer free?
No, they were negotiating a fee. But again, Mike, it's not about the details. I'm not giving you details. I know the truth. I know what happened. I'm not here to give you details. I'm just here to tell you from my side.
But you say it's not true. Can you give details about the conversation with Alex?
No, I don't need to. I don't need to. You can, though.
I can.
It sounds like you can, anyway.
I think you read it.
Hey?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was untrue?
What was untrue? Please tell me.
99% of it.
Yeah, but what? Give an example.
What part? The bit before the game or the bit after?
How did he convince you to stay?
It wasn't him.
No?
And he didn't need to convince us.
Who convinced you to stay?
Nobody convinced us.
No?
Again, you're going into the detail. It's not about the detail.
But you know the details. Give us the details. If you tell us it's
no,
not true.
No. I don't need to. I don't need to sit here and defend what I...
Can you imagine that people thought that you wanted to force a transfer?
But why did they think that?
Because of your behavior on Thursday?
Because of my behaviour? In what way?
Not being a captain?
Yeah, but you don't know...
Not celebrating the second goal?
Yeah, but you don't know the information. I've just explained this. Not
thanking the crowd?
I've just explained the second goal. Not what?
Thanking the crowd after the game?
I clapped the crowd when I went off.
De Geer. En daar is het doelpunt. En zijn eerste in de Eredivisie. Brengt Ajax op voorsprong. In de wedstrijd die de kampioenswedstrijd kan zijn. Jordan Henderson. Hij wijst naar de Geer. Hij raakt hem natuurlijk wel. Hij dankt de Geer voor een goede vrije trap.
Jordan, the season's over. I can imagine mixed emotions because you did a lot more that anyone thought that was possible at the beginning of the season, but also you were so close to the big prize. Is that the story?
Yeah, pretty much. I think overall, after the game was disappointment, sadness, frustration, I suppose, all of them things. But I think we'll look back in a few days, weeks maybe, and put things into perspective. And I don't think this team could have given any more this season. I don't think anybody would have expected us to take it to the last day or qualify for Champions League. And I think you've got to give a lot of credit to the players, but also the manager and the staff and what they've given this season. So yeah, I think overall, like at the end, I think that's the fans can see that and realise what we've give. It's hard, and it'll take a while to get over. But like I said, in the end, I don't think anybody would have expected this team to go toe-to-toe with PSV until the last day.
You've had an interesting season as well, with interesting games, interesting press conferences. Next year, Champions League, great challenge. Are you hanging around for that?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think today isn't really about me, to be honest. I think it's about the team and what we've done this season, which I'm very proud of. Next season, yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see. The club have decisions to make. And yeah, not only me, but other players. I'll have to probably speak to the club at some point to see what they want to do, what financial situations, all of these things, to try and see, yeah, who they want to stay around and who they don't. So for me, I just want to maybe have a little bit of a rest, clear my mind a little bit after this season. It's been a long one. Hopefully I can go with the national team and then have a proper break and yeah, get ready to go again.